यू आर डूइंग ग्रेट। आज मैं आपके लिए आयरनी इन प्राइज एंड प्रेजुडाइज का मैं एक नोट्स लेके आया हूँ, जो कि बहुत ही सिंपल लैंग्वेज में लिखा हुआ है और आपको अच्छे से समझ में आ जाएगा। ये जो नोट्स है ये पेपर 4 के लिए, पार्ट 2 स्टूडेंट के लिए। ठीक है, ये क्लियर हो गया। आइए स्टार्ट करते हैं। ये आयरनी होता क्या है? आयरनी मीन्स दैट वे ऑफ स्पीकिंग that shows you are joking, okay, or that you mean the opposite what you say। कहने का मतलब है कि बोलने का तरीका जो दिखाता है कि आप मजाक कर रहे हैं, ओके, लेकिन कहने का मतलब जो है आपका दूसरा है, अलग है। ठीक है, मीन्स दैट फॉर एग्जांपल एक बंदा है जो कि बहुत मोटा होते जा रहा है। ठीक है, आप बोल रहे हैं कि उसको कि बहुत दिन प्रतिदिन आप पतले होते जा रहे हैं। दैट मीन्स कि आप उस पर कॉमेंट किए। ठीक है, उसी प्रकार जॉन जेन जेन ऑस्टिन जो है ये अपने प्राइड एंड प्रेजुडिस नॉवेल में आयरनी का यूज़ करते हैं। ठीक है, आइए देखते हैं। द नॉवेल्स ऑफ जेन ऑस्टिन कैन बी कंसिडर्ड ऑन 3 लेवल ऑफ मीनिंग। देखिए, फर्स्ट क्या है? द लोकल इन विच द लाइफ अमोंग द अपर मिडिल क्लासेस in southern England at the end of 18th century can be looked at। ठीक है, second, broad ergolically in which sense and sensibility, pride and prejudice, and a number of other virtues and defects are set forth, and third, ironically, level in which various incident, situation, and characters are implayed. Jane Austen's novels are not merely the seconds of social life, nor are they merely didacticals, didactics interpretations of human life and experiences. Her themes are merely ironical because she has perceptions of the contradiction of human experiences. According to Professor Chevalier, the basic feature of every irony is a contrast between a reality and a appearance. Right? Being a great mistress of irony, Jane Austen has used irony as the soul of her comedy. It is at play everywhere in her letters and novels. But her irony evoke comic, not tragic sentiments, which we find in the novels of Thomas Hardy. About the use of irony in Pride and Prejudice, बार्ले बेले सेज क्या कहते हैं कि सी इज मिस्ट्रेस ऑफ आयरनी, इट इज एट प्ले एवरीवेयर इन ऑल हर लेटर्स। इनका कहना है कि जो जेन ऑस्टिन के जो नॉवेल्स हैं, जो प्राइड एंड प्रेजुडिस, उसमें हर जगह आयरनी का यूज़ किया गया है, यहाँ तक कि उनकी लेटर्स में भी। सी इज मिस्ट्रेस, सी इज अ मिस्ट्रेस ऑफ आयरनी, इट इज एट प्ले everywhere in all her letters. See, all the characters do the opposite of what they wish to do and experiences the opposite of what they expect. The whole structure of second page, the whole structure of Pride and Prejudice is ironical. The irony is not only in speech or character but also in the style and the arrangement of the incidents. Verbal irony, irony of situation, irony of character, irony of life, in short, irony of every kind is to be found in Pride and Prejudice. देखिए, every kind of folly and affectations, self deception, lack of knowledge receives ironical treatment. It is rightly said, her fiction is steeped in irony both of language and situation. Verbal irony means the use of language with a meaning opposite to the one intent. Mr. Bennett always uses an ironical language whenever he talks to his wife. देखिए, ये भी यूज कर रहा है. The opening lines of the novel are worth quoting. Were here, it is truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट कोटेशन है, ये एग्जाम में दीजिएगा और इसे मार्क्स मिल गेन करने में बहुत हेल्प मिलेगा. इसका कहना मतलब है कि ये यूनिवर्सल ट्रूथ है कि एक आदमी जो धन से भरा हुआ है वो क्या चाहेगा, एक वाइफ चाहेगा. ठीक है. दिस इज रियली जेन ऑस्टिन्स comment on the husband hunting campaigns of people like the Mrs. Bennet and the Lucases. In the very beginning, Darcy is proud and does not consider Elizabeth as good enough for him ever for a dance. यहाँ तक कि डांस के लिए भी Elizabeth also considered him proud and snobbish. देखिए, but as the irony proceeds, their attitudes undergo a gradual reversal. Elizabeth admits to her father, indeed, he has no improper pride. He is perfectly amiable. You do not know what he really is. Third page. It is also ironical that Mr. Darcy, who dissuades Mr. Bingley from marrying Jane B. cause of her vulgar family, himself proposes to Elizabeth, Lady Catherine, who tries to hinder the marriage of Elizabeth, and Mr. Darcy really helps it. When Elizabeth refuses Mr. Collins, Mrs. Bennet tells him that Elizabeth is headstrong and foolish, but the effect proves to be opposite. Mr. Darcy is provoked by Miss Bingley to dislike Elizabeth, but the result is quite reverse. These are the example of dramatic irony. The greatest butt of irony in the novel is Mr. Collins. His comic proposal to the Elizabeth, his firm faith at a firm that his patroness will include Elizabeth in the dinner, his pride when he sits at the foot of the table, his delight with which he eats, and praises his agreeing to everything for godness, says all these make the irony perfect. Mrs. Oliphant observe closely on the irony in the character of Mr. Collins in the following lines. This is not a moment. This is not a moment's flattering, faltering, nor the ghost of an inclinations on the part of the author to depart from her wonderful conception. The opening scene of the novel are amusingly ironical. Mr. Bennet tells his wife that the girls may go by themselves to see Mr. Bingley because as she is beautiful like her daughters, Mr. Bingley may as well choose her. Mrs. Bennet is so foolish that she does not understand the point of sarcastic remark and replies, "My dear, you flatter me. I certainly four-page, had my share of beauty, but I do not pretend to be anything extraordinary now." The remark made by Miss Bingley on Darcy is very ironical when she says, "You will have a charming mother-in-law, indeed, and of course she will be always at Pemberley with you." We know very well how charming Mrs. Bennet is. Again, the flowing words of Elizabeth are very teasing and ironical. Mr. Darcy is all politeness. This passage shows the courtesy, यहाँ ई लगा दीजिएगा, courtesy of Mr. Darcy, but grave prosperity recalls grave property होना चाहिए, ये property recalls Mr. Darcy early disagreeable behavior and the display of his pride. अब है last conclusion. To sum up, we can say that Jane Austen irony is the most important weapons in her hands in her fight against shame, illusions, affectations, silliness, pride, snobbish, prejudice, etc. But her irony is never bitter. Humor is an essential ingredient in her irony. She brings out she brings out the inconsistencies of characters and actions by her ironical treatment. No other writers except Chaucer has used irony as cleverly as Jane Austen. So ये रहा नोट्स, इसका एक्सप्लेनेशन हो गया और इसे अच्छे से याद कर लेना है. Thank you so much for watching this video.